Carlos and Tommy Smith, who in the 1968 Olympics, we've seen them kind of protest when they put their fist up in defiance and kind of put their voice out for the voiceless. And I got to talk to them about how tough of a moment that was. Did they know the sacrifice that they were making? What happened, the backlash to what happened? And then all these years later, do they feel kind of vindicated that we're showing them so much love and people around the world appreciate what they've done? So we try to just discuss fearless or insane. You know, they say insane is doing the same thing over, expecting a different result, where these guys put their lives on the line.
Yes.
And they kind of knew that it necessarily wouldn't change the arc of justice, but they felt that they had to do it. And so it's just some cool conversations with people and athletes that were much more than an athlete. And I've learned a lot, and it's been a cool podcast.
There's a good screen. Good-looking screen by Gasol. Now Thomas. He has 7. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
D a little slow to get in his face. They're fortunate it didn't cost them.
Irving against Thomas. With some arc. No good from Irving.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Yeah, he has that capacity. He knows exactly where to position himself to protect the rim.
Now here's Korver. He kicks it to Thomas. Back to Korver. Dishes it to Gasol. Over Thompson. The shot's good from Gasol. Gasol's got it all tied up now for Boston.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
The screen from Thompson. And they call an illegal screen here. A chance here to assess what parts of the floor the attempts have been coming from as we look at the shot chart for Boston.
And the corner three has not been their shot of choice here tonight. And I think a big reason for that has been the defensive setup. They came in focused on taking away the short-range triple.
On offense, here are the Celtics. They're on an 18-7 run. Thomas with the ball, picked up by Thompson. Crowder kicks to DeRozan. Feeds it to Gasol. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting. Cleveland's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Screen by Ba'amute. Irving kicks to Ba'amute. Passes to LeBron. Lays it up and banks it in. James has got 9.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Powered down as the whistle blows. A 3-point play chance.
That foul's got to be a lot harder than that if you're going to try to prevent Crowder from scoring that.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Baines is checked in. Well, for the Celtics, their trade with the Nets is the gold standard for asset hunting. But a lot of smaller deals along the way, fortifying their roster.
Yeah, they ended up with the top pick this past year. Though they traded out of it, I mean, have a good chance to even get more top picks. It's the gift that keeps on giving.
Here's Thomas, following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Korver kicks to Crowder. Gasol up top. Tries again, and it's Crowder laying it in. Crowder's got the lead up to 3 now for Boston.
He played a very solid first quarter. Now he's taking it up a notch here in the second.
LeBron dishes to Irving. A floater, and that's 2 points on the layup. Irving's got 4 this quarter.
And Irving is terrific at draining difficult shots. He's a tough shot maker, showing superb concentration inside.
Gasol setting the pick for Thomas. Outside DeRozan. And there's Marc Gasol on the assist from DeRozan. And that's 13 points for Marc Gasol. Cleveland's gone 7 of 11 from deep tonight, using the three-pointer to their advantage. They set the pick. Thomas against Irving. Oladipo outside. Here's Baines, and that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Aaron Baines. Johnson comes in for Mbamute. And Lance Stevenson subbed in for Victor Oladipo. Then for the Celtics, Allen's checked in for Gasol. Anthony comes in for Jay Crowder. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for DeMar DeRozan.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Floats it up for James. And here's Smart. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Thomas, good.
And with his usual degree of difficulty, I mean, that's an easy one. Thomas able to just catch and release.
Holmes, that's a screen. Here's Stevenson. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
Oh, just a solid screen to free him up. Makes the layup possible.
Smart with the ball. Back to Thomas. Over Irving. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Irving's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Johnson outside. Kicks to Stevenson. Pass to Irving. Over Thomas. Excellent D from Thomas. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
But let's see how they play the clock.
Allen outside. Offside Thomas. Back to Allen. The Celtics working the ball around now. Here's Anthony. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Anthony's got 15 points.
Anthony, a perennial all-star talent, specifically because of that scoring ability, one of the best in the business.
Irving can't hit. Boston leading by 6. Anthony's shot is off.
Yeah, good interior D there, prevents the deuce.
Oh, wonderful anticipation. He reads the play perfectly, then with the quick reaction time.
With the putback. It's good on the putback.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass.
Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite fantastic first quarter from Carmelo Anthony. He ended up with 15 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 steal. Kenny, what's your take on Boston so far?
Well, they're doing a great job of pushing the action and getting to the foul.
And that wraps up the...
Welcome back, folks. So much to do here in downtown Cleveland. And Fourth Street, right in the heart of it all. Welcome back, everyone. The second half. Boston's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Rashawn Holmes out there with Luke Mbamute. Then it's LeBron James. Then there's Victor Oladipo. And it's Irving at the 1 spot. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. The Cavaliers trail by 6. And Isaiah Thomas, phenomenal in the pick-and-roll game.
Well, he's one of the best isolation scorers in the league. It's almost impossible to keep him in front of you because he has so many ways to score. He has a low center of gravity. He's quick, and he's not afraid of contact.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, Celtics coach Brad Stevens is known for getting the best out of his players. He said every NBA player has an elite strength. Some of them have 10 of them. Those guys are the very best in the league, right? But every one of them is here for a reason. And there are times when you can really soar with that skill. Kevin?
And that's why Stevens is already one of the best coaches in the league, David. You've talked about him for a long time. Getting maximum results from every one of his players. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And this is one of Thomas's go-to shots. Incredibly consistent from three-point range.
Irving passes to LeBron. And Mbamute kicks to LeBron. Trying to find Holmes. Gets it to him. Goes back up. And it's good on the way up. Holmes got his second bucket of the night.
And defensively, this is the opposite of how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I mean, you spend all that time in the locker room trying to get mentally prepared. Then you come out and give up that? No.
Thomas with the ball. Holmes on him. It's blocked. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Irving against Thomas. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play.
And just think about this. Kyrie Irving in his single season at Duke, he only played 11 games. He was limited to 11 games. Still, he was the #1 overall pick. That's just game. And then he justified it winning Rookie of the Year. Incredible.
And Cleveland making a change here. Thompson's checked in.
One shot.
And Kyrie Irving with a historically great rookie campaign. But some have said he hasn't improved a whole lot on that big entrance into the NBA.
His defense is still a work in progress, and that's what he has to shore up if he's going to enter the conversation for maybe best point guard in the world. But to me, he's already in that conversation.
And really, DeMar DeRozan is a master at what he calls body hunting, that ability to just kind of draw a foul. I think he and James Harden actually are the guys that have really kind of set the tone for how to create those opportunities to get to the line.
Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from DeMar DeRozan. And DeMar DeRozan always, Greg, among the league leaders in free throw attempts.
And when you look at him, 6'7", 220 pounds with tremendous athleticism, he has got all the tools. Beyond, though, that attack mentality, he's a savvy basketball player. Those little shot fakes, his footwork helped this guy live at the line.
Both free throws good from DeRozan.
And for the Cavaliers, every move they make is going to be under the microscope. When you have the league's most dominant player in LeBron James, there's pressure to make the most of his window.
Irving can't hit. Boston leading by 3. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Oladipo against DeRozan. Wide open shot is on the money. DeRozan's got 8 points. And for the city of Cleveland, you can't overstate the impact of the Cavaliers' first title back in 2016.
Yeah, a city that had felt cursed in a lot of ways. Now it's been lifted. There's a sense they're back on a level playing field with the rest of the country.
Holmes passes to Irving. Just 5 on the clock. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Now look, this is nice. I love how Irving challenges the defense. Great at forcing the D to foul him while shooting.
And Kyrie Irving very steady with the ball in his hands. Not a lot of turnovers for a player who handles the ball as much as he does.
Yeah, I mean, he makes great reads. Pick and roll, drives, kicks. He keeps his dribble low, but sometimes he has his dribble high. He's great at the pocket passes, great off pick and rolls, great at screens, and can space the floor.
2.
And that one falls for Irving. And Chris, power forwards today shoot a lot more three-pointers. If you played today, I think you'd be incredibly effective in that role. How do you think you'd be in that role?
Oh, yeah, I think that that's something I would have definitely had fun and relished in. I did shoot threes a couple of seasons in Washington, and was pretty successful at that, but the style of play was just so different then. Big men were asked to stay in the post, and there was a lot more work in the post, a lot more pressure on the big guy to get to the free throw line to wear down the defense. So the whole game was different then. The big men kind of ruled the game. Today it's a point guard's game, and so what's great is I'd have to step out to give the point guard a lot more room to drive, to take a shot blocker away, or because there aren't any shot blockers. And so I definitely would love to hang out in that corner and shoot that easy three, or at the top after a pick and roll and pop right back. That would have been a lot of fun. Plus it would give you freedom, because when you can shoot that Jimmy like that and you got a nice wet jump shot, it allows that pump fake to work all day. So I would have pump faked a lot from that three-point line and dunked on a lot of people. So that would have been fun to have that freedom as they do today. Just like it's fun watching these young guys let it fly from that three-point line. That's his mindset. Attack, attack, attack whenever possible.
Gasol is screened. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Crowder with it. Now defended by Oladipo. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. It's going to be on Victor Oladipo.
And for a guy who shoots a lot of threes, Crowder does a pretty good job of getting himself to the free throw line.
He's got free throw attempts number 4 and 5 here.
Oh, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good.
And when you look at Jay Crowder, he kind of bridges that gap between role player / star player. The numbers might not wow you, but his tough play at both ends of the court is extremely valuable.
Johnson, he's checked in for Anthony. And he sinks the second. And Greg, wouldn't you agree, Crowder clearly one of the best in the NBA in defending?
Without question. I mean, this guy guards 3 positions every night. And the combination of strength, quick feet, and then the quick hands make him a problem.
Here's Chalmers, Holmes, and he hits it to tie the game up. Holmes got 7 points in the game.
And finally, they fought themselves back to even the score. We've got a new ball game here now.
I love it. Just like in life, they never gave up. To claw back into this game and not up the score is nothing short of remarkable.
To the wing right side. Back to LeBron. And count it. They'll head to the line with a chance to make it 3.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And the Cavs, a powerhouse team, but they're used to overcoming long odds as well.
I mean, you think of their 3-1 deficit against the Warriors in 2016, going on to win it all. That was just crazy. But last season, the largest second-half comeback in playoff history. In the clutch, they always respond.
And DeRozan kicks to Crowder. They set the pick. Johnson outside. Out to DeRozan. Here's Rozier, guarded by Holmes. And he gets that one to go off the front iron.
Oh, great awareness. No reason to take it inside there against the taller man.
Well, he created a little separation from that mid-range. Just a good shot for him in that situation.
Here is Mbah a Moute, and sticking right with it, gets the foul with the bucket, and he'll go to the line.
How about the awareness there from James? I like the fact that he sets the floor for his teammates.
Lance Stephenson's checked in for Mario Chalmers.
Well, make no mistake, defense is the foundation for this Celtics team. That's their calling card.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
LeBron against Crowder. LeBron outside. Allen with the rebound. Allen's got his 5th rebound in this one. And Chris, when you defend like the Celtics, you've got a chance every night.
Yeah, because of execution and communication. That's half of it. The other half is the grit and toughness. I mean, you got to have both, and they do. When their offense is clicking, they're just tough to beat.
Oladipo outside. Here's Stevenson. A On the wing, James. To the wing on the left. Here's the three. And Baamute can't get it to go. Boston trailing. Here's Johnson. Lays it in without an inch of room around him.
Oh, man, the quickness that Johnson has out on the break is ridiculous. Just beating everyone to the bucket.
DeRozan against Stevenson. Holmes, that's a screen. The drive by LeBron. Down low. Holmes, good. Holmes got 9 points.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
DeRozan dishes to Johnson. Allen with the screen for Johnson. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. They've led by as many as 11 points. Oladipo outside. And the layup's good off the glass. 12 points for him.
Did anybody see any defensive presence on that play? I mean, he's not going to blow that layup. It was wide open.
Rozier kicks to DeRozan. Got that bucket in no time at all.
Oh, the feed was perfect. The timing, the placement, everything was right on the money.
Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Holmes, that's a screen. And they call an illegal screen. And a look here at the shot chart for Irving.
And it's really been a tremendous night. He's been efficient. He's been a major driving force in this offense. And it's no small task to try to slow him down. Once he gets rolling, like we've seen in this game so far, watch out.
Johnson, he's checked in for Cleveland. Smart's checked in for the Celtics. And now, the first timeout called here for Boston. Well, Chris, you can't shortchange this roster. But their coach, Brad Stevens, one of the best in the game.
Well, you remember his 6 years at Butler? He took them to the title game twice. I mean, what he's done with this team is no less impressive.
Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Rashawn Holmes. Then for the Celtics, Kyle Korver. He's checked in for Johnson. And it's Isaiah Thomas in for Rozier. Thomas kicks to Korver. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Stevenson with a clean look. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Stevenson's got his third basket of the night right there. Celtics trail by 3. Out left to the wing. Thomas against Oladipo. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And Isaiah Thomas, the 60th and final pick of the 2011 draft. Greg, he definitely plays with a chip on his shoulder.
Yeah, I call it the little man syndrome. He's driven to prove himself. I mean, he's overcome the odds. In league history, only 9 players 5'9" or shorter have played 1,000 minutes or more in a season. And he's not just playing, he's playing at the highest level.
And again, it's Lance Stevenson. Stevenson's got 8 points.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
To the right side. Thomas down low, guarded by Oladipo. Count it, and the Cavalier lead has been cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Thomas.
Filling it up. Thomas has it going.
The screen from Thompson. Oladipo with the ball. Now Thomas defending, and Oladipo kicks to Johnson. For LeBron and finds it. Shoots over Crowder, and again it's Cleveland.
Love seeing James shoot the ball. He dialed in from that area on the floor.
Celtics trail by 3. Now here's Smart, looking for his first basket still in this one. Oladipo against Thomas. And Thompson sends it back.
Look, Thompson is a more than capable defender. He has excellent length, and he uses that to swat away shots.
Up top, Oladipo. He's guarded by Thomas. James kicks to Oladipo. And it's Stevenson, top of the key. Over Allen. Bounces high off the rim and drops. And now a 5-point Cleveland lead. Boston's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Allen a screen on Oladipo. Here's Thomas on target from 13 feet. Thomas got 11 points here in just the second half.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
And Lance Stevenson again. And the Cavaliers lead by 5.
After failing to be aggressive and look for a shot in the first half, you don't have to let him know this time. You don't have to remind him now. He is really taking his game over in the second.
Kyrie Irving's checked in for Cleveland. Marc Gasol is checked in for Boston. Anthony comes in for Jay Crowder. A minute 20 left to play in the third. To the left side wing. Thomas a screen. The pass to Corbin. He feeds it to Gasol. Here's Smart. Again, the miss by the Celtics. The Cavaliers leading by 5. Outside Irving. Back to LeBron. The screen from Thompson. There's the pick. Outside Irving. Over Smart. And Irving gets it to go on the assist by Thompson. And that's now 27 points for Kyrie Irving. Boston's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Thomas a screen. Smart kicks to Thomas. Kept alive by Boston. It's good. Gasol's got 15.
How about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. LeBron kicks to Thompson. Cleveland moving it around. And here's Stevenson for 3. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
Well, he played very poorly in the first half, but during the second half, he's feeling it. He's really flipped the on switch and owned it.
Korver a screen on Stevenson. Here's Smart. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Oh, and you see Smart really developing those hesitations, hands up and up face. Becoming very crafty out there.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. And so, Smart nails both of them.
Got it! Did he make it? What a shot! Incredible buzzer beater there, guys. This crowd is going wild.
What a performance for Kyrie Irving. He has been the story for the Cleveland Cavaliers. And his big game just keeps getting bigger. That quarter sees him get over 30 points. We'll return shortly. Now let's listen into the huddle of Brad Stevens.
Hey, bottom line is, good things to do.
Oh, that sucks. Can't go back.
Butter.
3 quarters in the books, folks. Glad to have you with us. Welcome back as we get going. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. Thomas and Smart, the feisty backcourt pairing. Marc Gasol is out there with Anthony, and it's DeRozan, and at the 3, the small forward. Thomas against Irving. Thomas kicks to Gasol. Outside DeRozan. Over James. Anthony's shot is off. The Cavaliers leading by 9. James in the post. Carmelo Anthony comes up with the rebound.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Yeah, he has that capacity. He knows exactly where to position himself to protect the rim.
And for the Cavaliers, they're shooting extremely well. 62% on the night to this point. Here's Irving. Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Outside Anthony, and there's the feed to DeRozan. Lock at 6. Gasol setting the pick for DeRozan. Smart, wide open, he fires. Busted. No good that time either. Down low. And James throws it down.
Oh, the crazy connection right there. James knowing when to fly towards the rim. Amazing at completing these alley-oops.
And the replay presented by Under Armour. Unleash chaos, giving us the chance to enjoy that alley-oop all over again. Smart kicks to DeRozan. Over Johnson. Again, the miss by the Celtics. The Cavaliers leading by 11. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Pass to LeBron. Over Smart. Bounces high off the rim and drops. James has got 11 points here in just the second half. For Boston, they've gotten off to a rough start in the fourth quarter, going 0 for 4 so far. Double team on Thomas. Layup off the pick. And DeRozan with the basket on the assist by Thomas.
Wow, the nice quick pass from Thomas. He's a master at cutting the D apart in the screen and roll.
Now the dish to Irving. Over Thomas. And Cleveland again with the bucket.
He continues to be their go-to guy. If they close this game out, his stamp will be all over this win.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
Look, they can't leave him alone for a second on the perimeter. Not the way he's shooting a 3 tonight.
And Cleveland making a change here. And Baamute's checked in. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey guys, well, I was able to listen in on what Brad Stevens was talking about with his players. He got on them. He said he's got to see more intensity. He said we put ourselves in this hole and we've got to work our way out of it. Show me you've got what it takes, guys.
Irving kicks to Thompson. Joe Johnson on the wing. It's DeRozan with the drive. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
He's one of the guys having a solid game for them, but as a whole, they've been lacking.
The Cavaliers leading by 11. Now Irving. And Cleveland again with the bucket.
Did you see that? How committed Irving is. Once he's in the paint, he's looking to score.
The Celtics have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. Thomas passes to Gasol. Thomas sets a screen for Gasol. It's DeRozan with the drive. Good on the bucket.
How about the concentration? He gets hit but stays with the play and gets the finish.
That's good from DeRozan. Fourth quarter of play and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Stevenson outside. Amute, a screen on Anthony. Jumper off the screen. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Look, Thompson's getting after it. A highly skilled offensive rebounder who crashes with power.
Gasol setting the pick for Thomas. He dishes it to Anthony. And DeRozan kicks to Gasol. And he got the whistle, so he'll have a 3-point play opportunity.
He just exploited the size mismatch, and he's getting easy looks tonight.
Victor Oladipo, he's checked in for Lance Stevenson.
Funny, for so long, Brother Powell was thought to have the much better career, but Mark has made the gap between them all the more closer.
Irving's shot is good.
You know there's no way that's going to get blocked. He just has to rise up and drain.
Thomas kicks to Gasol. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Thompson's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one. And you have to like how they're getting the ball inside this half. They didn't have as much success in the paint earlier, but they're finally getting it done down low.
Boston making a switch here. Crowder's checked in.
Come on, Irvin is such an amazing guard. Uncle Drew, you know, he continues to show the young bucks how to get it done out there.
Gasol dishes to DeRozan. And he drops it in from the low post. DeRozan's got 9 points in the quarter.
And you want to talk about high-volume scores, just look at what DeRozan's doing tonight. He's been on a mission, putting his mark on this game in a big way.
Celtics trail by 12. Crowder kicks to Thomas. Outside Gasol. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Thompson. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Cleveland. Chris, if you were on the rules committee, what rule change would you like to see the NBA make going forward?
Kevin, there's not a rule I'd necessarily have changed, but I'd ask them to kind of reinterpret a couple of rules, and that goes with the flagrant foul. I often see so many plays that are just hard fouls called as flagrant fouls, and that can affect not only a player and later on whether it's a flagrant 2, but it can affect the game. It can affect the next game by how it's interpreted, by a player being kicked out because of that. And so I just want to take the sensitivity or put the toughness back into that. So many flagrant fouls are called and they're not going at the head, or they're chopping down on the wrist, and I just like to see it get back to be interpreted as it was a little while ago, maybe 20, 25 years ago.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
First one falls for him.
That's all you, man.
And so he makes both from the line. And so it's Cleveland with it. Irving with the ball. Now Thomas defending. Irving double team. And Bahamute the pass to Holmes. Some solid defense from Gasol.
And he's just a tough defender. Good positioning to get after that shot.
Well, not all defenses are constructed to protect the mid-range area. Nicely done that time.
Good looking screen by Gasol. And Bahamute against DeRozan. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits.
Well, he has put forth an outstanding effort on offense this quarter. He will need to keep it up if they really want to cut into this lead.
Here's Irving. And no good that time. Now the Celtics take it the other way. From about 16, and it's blocked. An even 3-on-3 break. Lays it up off the glass. Irving's got 43 points.
The entire offense has revolved around him today, and that's been the perfect game plan.
DeRozan a screen on Irving. Thomas with the ball. He's picked up by Irving. And they double up DeRozan. He kicks to Gasol. Shoots over Holmes. And with that shot, the Cleveland lead is cut down to 9 in the bucket from Marc Gasol.
And just great offensive execution by both sides, leaving nothing on the table.
Well, yeah, you want to save your best for last. The guys on these teams know that.
Irving double team. Johnson wide open. He fires. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 3 assists in the game. Celtics trail by 11. Thomas kicks to Anthony. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. Well, you could feel the clock ticking for Melo's time in New York, and this offseason, it finally ended, Greg.
Yeah, and for a team like this to add Melo to the mix, what a blessing. I mean, Melo still has a ton of offense to offer, and hard to add a player so skilled as Melo for practically nothing.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Cavaliers making a switch here. James is checked in. And Anthony drops them both. Cleveland leading by 9. And here is Irving. Passes it to Holmes. No good on that one.
Yeah, good interior D there. Prevents the deuce.
Oh, wonderful anticipation. He reads the play perfectly. Then with the quick reaction time.
Outside Irving. Floats it up for James. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Anthony dishes to Thomas. And DeRozan kicks to Thomas. Over Irving. Shot is good, and the Cavaliers lead cut to just 7 points in the basket from Thomas.
You just don't see players at 5'9" with Thomas's ability to finish in traffic. He's got an incredible knack for it.
Irving against Thomas. Irving, good. Irving's got 45 points.
Oh, he's just incredibly productive and efficient, tearing it up this second half.
Good-looking screen by Gasol. Outside DeRozan. Dishes to Gasol. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists. 25 points for Marc Gasol.
Well, it's been a steady game for him, but he hasn't done enough to keep them from falling behind.
Irving passes to Holmes. They set the pick. Here's LeBron. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
LeBron is so aggressive, virtually unguardable, tough to contain when he's going up to shoot.
LeBron James. 2 shots. Free throw good, LeBron. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
Well, it's clear that James is already an all-time great, a champion, a surefire Hall of Famer unless you're a D.
Crowder is screen on Oladipo. 14 feet away. Mbamute pulls it in. If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
And Anthony sends it back. And the whistle blows, so that'll be a shooting foul. Great defensive effort there with the blocked shot. But he got more than just the ball that time. Free throws coming up right now. And the first one drops. And both free throws, good for James. And the Celtics with possession here. Gasol a screen. DeRozan with it. Outside Crowder. Over to the wing. 6 to shoot. Gasol setting the pick for Crowder. That shot no good. Great D that time from James. It's Oladipo on the wing. Good, and the assist goes to James. LeBron's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one.
And defensively, you have got to extend to their shooters. They have been on fire this half.
Yeah, they've been tremendous from beyond the arc. It's a shift from what they did in the first 2 quarters, though.
Gasol setting the pick for Thomas. Feeds it to Gasol. Gasol is doubled and stolen by Irving. 1:14 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Holmes. And Gasol sends it back. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession. Green, he's checked in for his shot. Holmes. Oladipo dishes to Irving. 5 to shoot. Over Thomas. Irving's shot is good. Irving's got 47 points.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Cavaliers.
Tonight, they did a great job of getting everyone involved. They had the good passing, and that led to some open shots.
Solid play, definitely, Kevin.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Kyrie Irving.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand. And that's a killer instinct on display as they try to put this one on ice.
Well, they've gotten serious, stringing together some game-winning buckets.
Gasol's in the post. He's covered by Irving. Oh, yes, the turnaround.
Listen, there's really no defense for that. Great execution leads to the dead-eye turnaround jump.
So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they start...
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports.
Holy, 49. Not bad. Kyrie getting up 30 shots with LeBron on the team. Just like old times, right? Wow. Not much defense from the Celtics this game.